You know how long I've been waiting for this?
Goddamn Ratchet and Clank 3 up your arsenal.
Yes, please say the whole thing if you would.
This is the peak of the PS2 trilogy. That's a spinoff, that doesn't count. Going Commando set out to expand the first game by making it feel bigger and better.
He said it!
They increased the weapon count, gave them upgrades and mods, added ship combat, racing, and arena combat. And let's not forget about the strafing! Up Your Arsenal tried to grab the torch and fully perfect everything Going Commando did. But unfortunately, and tell me if you heard this one before, Sony rushed the game and forced them to come out when it could have easily benefited from a few more months of development. Despite being rushed, and it clearly shows at times, it sold stupidly well and did numbers for the PS2. The multiplayer helped too. And I can safely say after playing it for the 35th time now, this game is still fucking great. First things first though, you can play a demo of Sly 2 if you hold all the back buttons when it starts up.
No, Sly, I'm the wizard, and you're sitting duck.
I read you loud and clear, lizard.
No, I'm... Forget it, you're not taking this seriously.
Yeah, I'm not.
Don't you worry, my sweet boy, I'll talk about you later. God damn. Alright, story time. The game starts off with a rich Clank and a bitchless Ratchet at home. Suddenly, Veldin gets attacked for the third fucking time, forcing Ratchet to go back and save it. From here, you join up with the Galactic Rangers and take back the planet. Just like Going Commando, the game starts off with a bang. Shit's exploding.
Greetings, Client 91802, and welcome back to the Solana Galaxy.
Robots and aliens are dying.
To select weapons, hold triangle.
And the starting guns.
Hold L1.
Shut your mouth!
And the starting guns are just perfect. The shock blaster fucks and the nitro launcher makes me moist. After fighting through hordes of Terranoids, we're congratulated by Bill Clinton's furry OC.
Agent Clank, we must stop Dr. Nefarious. As you may know,
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
He tells them that there's a mystery man out there and he's our only hope of stopping Dr. Nefarious.
Deep in the dense growth of Lorana's Jambu forest lives a mysterious creature. Or maybe he doesn't. It's one of nature's mysteries.
I seen him run right through our camping site. He was buck naked, screaming and holding a banana. Or maybe it weren't a banana. It could be
one of nature's mysteries.
I'm so glad I got to play that cutscene because that's been stuck in my head for decades now. The next planet you go to lets you buy the N60 Storm and the Plasma Whip. And let me tell you right now, save your bolts and never get the Plasma Whip. It's a cool looking weapon and it low-key kicks ass early game, but its damage quickly goes downhill like 2 planets later. Meanwhile, with the N60, gotta love that thing. Another new thing they added was the Inferno Armor. It gives you double damage and makes you... And on top of that, it looks pretty cool. Hey, but you want to see something that me and my hyper-specific autism figured out? You can temporarily keep the look if you press current armor under your skins list. It goes away next planet, but hey, at least you get to keep it for that long. Going further into the planet, we eventually find the Mystery Man, and it's no surprise Captain Quark.
Captain.
And after kicking his ass real quick, we get told by the leader of the Galactic Rangers to bring him back to their HQ.
Yeah, we got him, but, well, he thinks he's a monkey.
Of course. Bring him to the Phoenix and we'll see what we can do.
And alright, pause, horny o'clock, go. I love the bonuses you get from playing the first 2 games. For having a save on Ratchet 1, you get his classic look. And for some dumbass reason I probably can't even explain, I decided to play the rest of the game without buying any armor. And to prove I wasn't using any, I used the skin. You know, at least until mid-game. And for having a Going Commando save, you get the Bouncer, the Lava Gun, Minigun Turret, Plasma Coil, and Shield Charger for free.
Hell yeah.
That is if you bought it to begin with. And wait, forget about the best part. You get a whopping 10% off on all weapons. Wow. Also, around this time, the Suck Cannon becomes available. Go ahead and buy that right now. Trust, you're gonna love it.
Too long have we robots suffered under the bigotry, the stupidity, the squishiness and foul stench of organic life forms. Soon, all robots will bask in the liberty and equality of my benevolent, iron-fisted rule.
Here's our first look at the series' mainstay villain, Dr. Nefarious. He's cartoonishly evil and hell-bent on destroying all things organic, and he's a lot more blue compared to his other designs here. Next is one of the many sections where you have to help the Galactic Rangers in a series of short missions. These battlefield parts are huge, but they're just the multiplayer maps thrown into the main game. Good part about these though is that they give you a shit ton of bolts for completing it.
My daughter tells me you're a man who's good with his hands, Ratchet.
Sir, I swear I never...
And after helping the president get the laser turrets back up, you get a Quark vid comic. You gotta play these 5 times, and I'm not gonna lie, these fucking suck. They slow down the game so much, but they serve as a necessary evil because it's a backstory for Quark and Nefarious.
Though still in the prime of his youth, Captain Quark was already a living legend.
I was beating him up with a stick.
I beg your pardon?
The boss of the vid comic wants you to use the gun they give you, but you'll get better results if you just smack it with your fist. Next up comes the best iterations of the arena/death courses. The death courses were in Ratchet too, but they weren't nearly as good as these. Next planet you get to after that is Aquatos, and emulation wise, it's a little fucked up. Because if you pause the game at any point here, yeah, that happens.
Slim Cognito? What are you doing down here?
I had a small run-in with the cops concerning a suck cannon upgrade that was mistakenly sold to a minor. I swear the kid looked 18.
The game freaked out again after this, and Ratchet was a pair of teeth.
I guess it's time to put on the Tira guys and go meet my new pals.
Good luck. I will assist you if I can.
After this, you get introduced to the sewer areas, and it's more or less like the open areas from Going Commando. I forgot to talk about those last time mainly because they served as a way to farm bolts and just to pad out the game time. And same goes for this here. Up next is the most memorable planet, aside from Metropolis, it's Tyrannosis. Purely because the size and scale of the environment. It starts off with you skydiving with the Galactic Rangers and, they're dying as per usual. After you take down the Tyranids like anti-aircraft defenses, here's where the mission actually kicks off.
Go, Ratchet! Get across that bridge.
You get to drive around in this big battlefield with a monkey on a back turret. And if this doesn't scream the male fantasy, I don't know what does. Yeah, I remember earlier when I had that long-winded yap session about not using any armor. Yeah, I caved in and bought some by now. Yeah, I know, I'm disappointed. Trust me, I'm gonna go play in traffic after this. After this, Smackit and Spank have to go to Nefarious' hideout, and here you'll have to do some hacking minigames to get past some doors. And these...
This is just a bunch of cockadookie. This is bullfuck.
God damn, these are awful. Like, it's easy because all you have to do is absorb the green until it lets you through, but later hacks Zerg rush you with the amount of red cells that are on the screen, and Lord help you if any of those touches the top because, boom, reset. But getting past all that bullshit reveals that Robo Britney Spears knows what Nefarious' plan is and where he's at.
Yeah, what's up, people? It's Courtney Gears. Are you feeling me, robots? I'm feeling you. I see the future, and what do I see? Robots going crazy across the galaxy. Can't stand organics, they're soft and squishy. The time is now, where robots must be free. You wanna be free? Then shout with me, yeah! This goes out to all you robots across the galaxy. It's time for you and me to rise up and strike back. Don't stop until we dominate. Won't you feel great when we exterminate all organic life?
Okay, all jokes aside, that song is actually really good.
She always seems so sweet and innocent in her videos. Well, except for that one with the...
She might possess information about what Nefarious is planning.
Like, damn, nigga, what you doing out here with all this ass?
There's only a handful of Clank sections this time around, and to my surprise, they don't fully suck this time around. But you won't have to worry about doing the one in Hollowstar Studios for long because Clank gets knocked out and kidnapped.
Clank should have been back by now. What could be taking him so long?
And here's where the game gets a little bit bullshit. Just a little bit. From here on, you had better have your dodge game on point, or at least have your guns upgraded. Oh yeah, remember when I also said get the suck cannon early? This is why. Sometime later, Skid gets kidnapped and turned into a robot too. Now we have to save him, but the planet you're rescuing him on looks beautiful. Like, it only lasts 5 minutes, but look at the design. You're walking up and down this giant disco ball, you got speakers blaring music and shit. Like, it kind of reminds me of the Electrodome from Mario Kart 8. Then when you finally get to the end of the planet, you have to fight Britney to save Skid. And this boss easily takes the cake for best fight in the series, solely off the music and environment alone. Yeah, second place being Alistar and third place being the final fight against Nefarious in the same game. Next, you have to infiltrate another one of the Good Doctor's hideouts, but this time it's rigged to explode, and it presumably took Quark with him.
Leave now.
Not without Quark. He would have waited for us. I think.
Good for him.
Wait! Sayonara, nigga!
Now in Metropolis, Nefarious's plan goes full into motion because the Bio-Obliterator is activated and he's turning people into robots. And after saving Clank, they go to the crash site of the Leviathan, the ship where Quark supposedly died on, only to find a message from a still alive Quark who ran back to his hideout after... God damn, how many hideouts are there? Who ran to his hideout after barely escaping the crash last second. After going there and talking shit to him to be a hero again, we go off to fight Nefarious ourselves. And the last planet is an insane challenge, but in a good way, because you're insanely powerful and they can down you within a few shots. By now you should at least have the Flux Rifle, Bouncer, and Shield Charger, and those are really the only 3 weapons you need to get you to the end. The fight against Nefarious is pretty simple with him flying and throwing shit at you, but the presentation is really all that matters. Halfway through, he'll retreat, forcing you to fight through one last battlefield to get to him. They'll throw everything at you here, but again, the Shield Charger and Bouncer is really all you need. Quark comes back last second to help Ratchet and Clank out, the Bio-Obliterator explodes, and Nefarious is never to be seen again. You know, until they need him for a Crack in Time or another shitty spin-off. Since its release, it's sold over more than 1 million copies in the US alone, and as of June 30th, 2007, reading Wikipedia here, the game sold more than 3.2 million copies worldwide. It's an impressive feat, and it even earned itself the red Greatest Hits logo on it, but like I said at the beginning, it really feels unfinished at times. And all of this really comes to light when you see the Insomniac Museum. Just the amount of stuff that's left in this one area unfinished because they didn't have enough time, it's kind of sad honestly. But don't worry, because after this, Sony learned their lesson, and they never gave Insomniac tight time restrictions ever again. So in conclusion,
this game makes my dick rock hard!